Can life truly vanish, utterly, from the face of a vibrant planet? Or does resilience, a stubborn refusal to yield, always find a way?
History tells us that life has stared into the abyss, not once, but 5 times.
Each time, it faced the ultimate challenge, absolute annihilation.
We explore how life, against all odds, clawed its way back from the brink.
Our journey begins roughly 443 million years ago with the Ordovician-Silurian extinction.
The Ordovician period boasted an incredible diversity of marine life. The ancient seabed teemed with life, none more iconic than the segmented trilobite, navigating a world it ruled for millions of years. A period of intense glaciation led to massive ice sheet formation. As the tide retreats, the brachiopod is left vulnerable, its ancient lineage exposed to the harsh reality of the open air. A sudden shift in the current transformed their world. The trilobites fought for survival, but the turbulent,
Nearly 85% of all marine species perished. Yet some lineages endured. Simple, jawless fish, for instance.
their adaptability to varying water conditions proved crucial.
These early fish were survivors, paving the way for future vertebrate evolution.
Fast forward to the late Devonian, around 372 million years ago.
This was an age of incredible diversification, especially for fish and early tetrapods. The seas were dominated by formidable predators like the Dunkleosteus.
On land, plants were colonizing rapidly, transforming the very atmosphere.
Then, a series of catastrophic events, possibly bolide impacts, combined with widespread ocean anoxia, devastated marine ecosystems. Again, around 70% of all species, especially marine life, vanished. The reef builders, the placoderms, and many bottom dwellers disappeared.
But the survivors were pivotal. Think of the Tiktaalik, a fishapod.
Its ability to navigate both water and land gave it an edge. These early tetrapods, the ancestors of all land vertebrates, pushed forward.
Ray-finned fish also found ways to thrive in the altered oceans.
The most devastating extinction event of all occurred at the end of the Permian period. Around 252 million years ago, the Great Dying nearly sterilized Earth.
The Siberian Traps, a colossal volcanic province, erupted for millions of years. This released unimaginable amounts of greenhouse gases and sulfur dioxide.
The consequences are clear. A rapid spike in global temperatures is transforming our world, pushing our oceans past the breaking point.
An estimated 96% of all marine species and 70% of terrestrial vertebrate species were wiped out.
It was a planet reborn in fire and poison, a truly alien world.
For a long time, Earth was a desolate place. Life hung by a thread.
But even here, in the ashes, a few creatures found a way to survive.
One of the most remarkable survivors was Lystrosaurus. This hardy,
burrowing reptile-mammal ancestor was astonishingly successful.
It became the most common land vertebrate on Earth, dominating the early Triassic.
Many of its contemporaries, like the impressive Dimetrodon, were not so lucky.
The Permian-Triassic extinction event, the Great Dying, was the most severe in Earth's history.
Life teetered on the brink, almost entirely wiped out across the planet.
Over 90% of marine species and 70% of terrestrial vertebrates vanished.
Our planet became an ecological wasteland, silent and seemingly dead.
The primary culprit: massive volcanic eruptions in what is now Siberia.
These eruptions unleashed catastrophic climate change, poisoning the atmosphere and oceans.
Volcanic activity on an unimaginable scale, lasting for millions of years. It released immense amounts of greenhouse gases and toxic chemicals. The sky turned black. Sunlight struggled to reach the surface.
Acid rain fell globally, stripping vegetation and acidifying oceans.
This led to global warming, ocean anoxia, and mass poisoning.
But how did any life survive this ultimate catastrophe?
Survival often hinged on adaptability and access to refuge. Creatures that could burrow, or were generalists, had an advantage.
They escaped the worst of the surface devastation.
For many, the answer was literally to go underground.
Burrows offered protection from heat, acid rain, and toxic air.
Animals like Lystrosaurus were perfectly equipped for this. Their sturdy build and digging adaptations were key. They could ride out the storm, waiting for conditions to improve.
These underground shelters became crucial havens for survival.
Generalist survivors, eating whatever they found, also thrived. Their non-specialized diet was a major advantage.
After the Great Dying, Earth slowly began its recovery. August to Gnome's Tent, third is safe.
The survivors, though few, started to repopulate the planet.
Often, these early Triassic creatures were much smaller. This Lilliput effect was a common post-extinction phenomenon.
Resource scarcity meant smaller body sizes were more advantageous.
But from this crucible of extinction, new groups would rise.
The stage was set for the age of archosaurs and eventually dinosaurs.
These agile predators filled the vacant ecological niches. Their efficient locomotion and specialized senses were key. They represented the next evolutionary leap forward.
Among them, the ancestors of dinosaurs were beginning to emerge.
Small, fast, and adaptable, they were poised for greatness.